Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. This weekend was the slowest on I-70 in nearly 5 months. 3-day traffic at the tunnels barely broke 97,000 cars. That's down 10% from last weekend. Looking back on the ski season, mid-November through mid-April, this year was almost the exact same as last year, 2.922 million cars. That's slower by just 2,800 cars. Summit County Rescue Group is filling us in on a daring rescue at Quandary Peak yesterday, where a Flight for Life chopper lifted an injured skier from the slopes.
The injuries were concerning enough to the Flight for Life crew that they flew him straight to Denver.
That was Anna DeBattiste with Summit Rescue Group. The skier crashed on the north face of Quandary, known for its steep and treacherous chutes.
He was skiing at a pretty high rate of speed, hit a rock, went tumbling and yard sailing from there, and sustained some potentially pretty serious injuries.
This is the 5th rescue there at Quandary this month, and the 9th already this year. That's more than usual, thanks in large part to 3 hikers in 3 consecutive days who were post-holing up to their ribs and losing their boots. A local man, Bradley Wilson, is accused of vehicular homicide for running over his wife in their driveway. The 67-year-old Wilson was backing out last Friday morning when he struck his wife, Jennifer Connor. She later died at the hospital. Testing from that day shows Wilson was drunk or maybe high. He is now in custody. Manslaughter suspect Miles Tovar has rejected a plea deal for allegedly killing his roommate in 2019. Tovar was in court this morning with a new public defender. He accused his last attorney of working against him. He seems happier with this new attorney, laughing and shaking hands. Tovar's back in court June 21st when he must make a plea or file for extensions. Currently considering a plea deal is Charles Drawn, the Glenwood man accused of threatening violence against local schools. Drawn was also in court today, seeing a new judge. His public defender implies that plea deal is a, quote, big offer. Drawn's deadline for his plea is May 22nd. Are ski town lodges guilty of price gouging? Latest data from Destometrics shows the average price for a room this season was nearly 43% higher than just before the pandemic in 2019. They say that is much higher than inflation for almost every other purchase. And it showed in revenue. Lodges made 44% more, despite almost equal demand.
There's intense gravity in you. There's intense gravity in you.
That is Spoon, just confirmed today as one of the headliners for the free Union Peak Festival at Copper this summer. Spoon is joined by Fitz and the Tantrums and more, playing in Center Village September 8th through 10th. In sports, the Rockies are playing the Guardians right now in Cleveland. Tonight, the Avalanche play the Kraken at 8 on TBS. And in local sports, Summit High School sports are back tomorrow with lacrosse, soccer, and baseball. Coming to Breckenridge this Saturday is pond skimming, held this year at the Peak 7 base area. Get signed up online. All the proceeds go to the Epic Promise Foundation. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.